Self-care to us is being kind to yourself, treating yourself like you would your child or a really good friend, a loved one. We are so hard on ourselves, and our inner voice is the worst. And it's about changing that inner voice and fueling yourself so you have more to give to the world.
Most of the time, most of us are not present. We're either in the past or in the future, which is why having a meditation practice is so important, and why mindfulness is such a big thing at the moment, because it is more necessary now than it's ever been before, because we're so distracted by so many things. And we have a super simple technique in the book called the body scan, where you can just sit in the chair for 2 minutes, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just scan through your whole body and begin to notice physically, emotionally, and mentally how you feel. And just by noticing little things like, have I eaten today? Have I drunk enough water? Have I looked at social media too much? How does my inner world feel? That makes such a difference to how you respond or react to situations. I think it hits all of us, and especially those of us that feel we want to be perfectionists. When you suffer from any kind of anxiety, the inner critic becomes very loud. And I think it starts with paying attention. So first we have to notice that this voice is more of a foreign voice than our natural state of being. And when we start to pay attention to how we talk to ourselves, we would never criticize a child or our best friend in the same way that we criticize ourselves.
And also, I think sometimes when you doing things that feel good, your voice is kinder. When you start doing things and you're not living your truth, the voice is harsher. And so to really notice when that voice is coming, when it's the strongest, is really important. For someone who suffers from loneliness, we would say to reach out. Sometimes when we feel lonely, we just go into ourselves more and we isolate ourselves, where actually at that time, it's a really good time to reach out to friends and family. And if you don't have that, we live in London where there's so many different communities going on, and we can find places and tribes to connect with.
And the other thing I think that's really important for loneliness is that we use social media as a tool in those moments to feel connected, but actually it makes us feel much less connected. So if it's Saturday night and I don't have plans, I really have to make a clear decision to not go on social media, and that I fill my evening up with things that make me feel good, whether that's cooking or watching a good film or doing something that feels nice. I started with yoga when I was about 18 years old, and I didn't really understand the benefits of meditation, and that has been something that's come into my life a lot later on, the discipline of it. And what it has helped me do is it allows me to be able to sit and witness everything that goes on in my own head. And as your mind can be your greatest friend, it can also be your worst enemy. And so if I sit and practice daily just this, it's kind of just an art of not being distracted, not doing anything, not changing anything, just notice what's going on for me in the moments that I give it, then I have a little bit of a clearer understanding of how my mind works. And I feel like when I do it, it's a bit like emptying the trash on the computer. You're just kind of getting stuff off your screen on a daily basis, and then you're able to start with a cleaner slate. It's not always easy to meditate when you have feelings of anxiety or loneliness or strong feelings that come up for you, and then that might be easier to go for a walk in nature or to go for a dance or do something that moves your body and just get you out of your head and a little bit more into your body. Any kind of collective or tribe is really, really important. And if you have young people that connect to anything that we've said or that anyone has said today that helps them just that tiny little bit through a difficult moment, then we know we've done our job. And so I think it's really, really important that people are honest about what's going on with them, and that shame doesn't stop you from connecting and reaching out. And that, like with any kind of tribe or collective, is that there's an understanding that there's somewhere for you to go at any point. And that even though it's a video, that you've created this platform that people can connect to. And that's super important.
And also that you're not alone. Like, there's so many of us that struggle with this, even people that have written books about it and, that are working in the industry. It's a daily practice, and it's a daily struggle that we all have to go through every day. And, we just do our best.
So Be Well Collective is a non-profit organisation, and in any way that you could help support this tribe and this community grow, we would all really appreciate it.